Question 10. Does it take more faith to believe in an intelligent designer than it does to believe that the world came about through random acts? Of course it does. Creationism and ID proponents basically assert that magic man done it, so there's no evidence to prove it. It was magic. Now go away and believe, taking it in faith alone. Science gives explanations that are at least based on the available evidence. I can look at the evidence and reach my own conclusions on the credibility of any given scientific explanation. That takes reason, not faith. Question 11. Atheists claim that God has never interacted with the natural world, and if he did, that is all it takes to make them believe, blah blah blah. What you're talking about is often referred to as Sphyrtania, something I have more than a passing interest in. These types of phenomena appear regularly in a magazine called 14 Times. Within its pages, interesting observations are made, such as the number of ghost, demon and angel sightings over the years have decreased, while the number of UFO and alien sightings have increased. Also has articles on things like descriptions of near death and out of body experiences are very similar, where they're caused by drugs, hypnotic trances or trauma. The power of prayer and the placebo effect in medicine is well documented. The problem with a lot of these claims, though, is that by their very nature they are out with the natural and not subject to standards of testability that most of us require to hold something as credible. They can't be repeated, so there's simply no independent way to verify the claims. Question 12. There is a logical fallacy that if most people in a population group believe something is true, then it's true. It's easy to show the flaw in this argument by pointing out that at one point the majority of civilized people once held that the world was flat. Out with the Flat Earth Society's claims of scientific conspiracy to hide the truth from the world, claims that would make your average creationist proud. No one seriously believes that the world is a disc supported on the back of turtles or elephants or Atlas or dealer's choice. You cite famous names from history as believing in God. I take issue with some of the names you quote. Abraham Lincoln stated, "The Bible is not my book, nor Christianity my profession. I could never give assent to the long, complicated statements of Christian dogma." Ben Franklin says, "I have found Christian dogma unintelligible. Early in life, I absenteed myself from Christian assemblies." They also said lighthouses are more helpful than churches. George Washington, although perhaps not an out-and-out atheist, had no love of religion, stating, "Religious controversies are always productive of more acrimony and irreconcilable hatreds than those which spring from any other cause." Now I could introduce a long list of famous names of atheists, from Asimov, Einstein, Hemingway and Clarke, through to Zappa, Roddenberry, Adams and Lennon. This doesn't answer the main question you've posed, namely, is the existence of some higher power possible? Possible, yes. Probable, no. Again, this is like asking, do you concede the possibility that fairies exist at the bottom of the garden? It's possible, yes. Probable, no. But this concession is an empty one. It changes nothing and merely takes us back to something I said earlier. I might not be able to prove that your God is a figment of man's imagination, but without a single scrap of proof of his existence, he is, to all intents and practical purposes, exactly that, a figment of man's imagination.